You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Monday the 17th of March 2025 and you are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. And I've had quite a nice day today. So the most important thing to say is that thinking about it, when I recorded the podcast yesterday, I had edited 3 chapters of the book, which took me up to chapter 10, didn't it? I think, or chapter 9 or something. Well, yesterday, after I'd done the podcast, I suddenly got all enthusiastic and realised that if I got to the end of chapter 12, that would leave me with exactly 21 chapters to go with 7 days of leave remaining, which meant I would have to edit 3 chapters a day. So yesterday, after I recorded the podcast, I managed to get up to and including chapter 12 of Still Life signed off, which is brilliant because that meant basically today I have to do 3. And I've done that as well. So I've just spent the last, I'm looking at the timing, I've just spent the last sort of 1 hour and a bit, nearly 2 hours editing those chapters. We are at the point now, so a lot of the feedback that I was given related to matters earlier on in the story. And I think I've only got a couple of notes left now. I will quickly look at them. So what notes have I got left? I've got notes about a character not having a motorbike, which is interesting. I will have to address that. I think that's in one of the chapters I'm about to do. There's a thing about checking Edward's age, but I'm pretty sure I know what that is because he is 14, I think. But I'll double. With 1923, he was 7 it's 8 years after the event of the first chapter, and he was 7 then. So he's about 14 or 15, yeah. So yeah, there's very little I need to do in the later chapters. Obviously, I'm still going to read through them and just see if any of the other notes that I've got can be applied. But yeah, it looks like I'm in a good place. So tomorrow's chapters, let me have a look at my list. Tomorrow's chapters that I will edit will be, chapters 16, 17 and 18, which take you to a really important part of the story. So it's kind of the first big reveal, and then it's kind of like you're almost halfway then, because you've kind of got the first bit of the story is over and done with, but then it's right, all the players are in the correct place now. How are we going to deal with this monster? So yeah, I will try and get up to chapter 18 done tomorrow, which will leave me 15 to do in the last 5 days. Though I might try and get 2 more because there's 2 chapters there. One's called Edward's story, and one is called Teddy's story. And they're both quite short, and they kind of inform each other really. So I think I will probably. Yeah, I might try and do 4 chapters tomorrow. We shall see how I feel. Now, the other thing that I've done today, which was a lot of fun, was I sat down and recorded an interview for T.G. Campbell's sort of YouTube or video podcast series, In Conversation With. And it was a lot of fun. So I did know what questions I was going to be asked, apart from the quiz questions. And yeah, it was just a really enjoyable experience. So I did actually rewatch. So we both recorded it on our ends of the computer. Obviously, she recorded it on hers. I recorded it on mine. And I did watch back my copy just to make sure it came across fine. And yes, I don't come across as too much of an idiot. It was fine. It was really enjoyable. There was she did me a quiz based on my 60/40 short story collection, or rather not on the short stories, but based on the subject matter, which is the TV shows Doctor Who and The Bill. So you'll be able to see how good my knowledge is on those 2 shows. I don't think we have an exact date for it coming out yet, but I suspect it will be end of this month or beginning of next month. So yes, that's on the Bow Street Society YouTube channel. I will probably, once it's been out on there for a few days, incorporate it as part of the live stream here so you guys can watch it if you want to. But yeah, so that was really, really good fun. I particularly enjoyed a question which was all about what 3 people, if I could have if I could have dinner with any three people, presumably at the same time, who would they be and why? And I won't give any of my answers away. I think it's fairly obvious that at least one of them will be related to one of my favourite TV shows. But I will let anybody interested speculate about who I would have at my dinner party. So a productive day today. I have been very tired, so actually I intended it's nearly 20 to 10 now. My original intention was to get this writing done by about 5 o'clock and this podcast done by about 5 o'clock. But I didn't sleep very well last night, and I was very energetic this morning, and then this afternoon and evening I basically fell asleep on the sofa, and suddenly it was 7 o'clock, at which point I thought, I need to do some writing. And then I don't know if anybody was watching, I don't think they were. I couldn't find my iPad and I couldn't find the remote control so I could have the Twitch stream displayed on the TV, and it just was annoying, and I kind of worked myself up to the point where I just stopped the live stream and started again when I'd found the iPad and that remote control. So yes, that's me done. Another successful day and quite enjoyable day. I'll be back tomorrow to hopefully announce that I've signed at least another 3 chapters off of Still Life. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.